Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
Good evening, basketball fans. You're looking at Wayne City High School here, Wayne City, Illinois, the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament, and it's championship night. That's right, the championship game of the 66th annual Conrad Allen Tournament, where tonight it's going to be the Crab Orchard Trojans taking on the North Clay Cardinals. As you see both teams warming up on the floor, I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by Mark Wells. Mark, good to see you, and thanks for coming along tonight and joining us on the broadcast.
Hey, Randy, you're welcome. It's good to be here. It's good to see some high school basketball, a tournament that's been around for, oh my goodness, Randy, how many years?
66, can you believe that?
66 years.
And Conrad Allen, the guy who started this thing himself 66 years ago, is sitting over there on the front row.
I thought I saw him over there just a moment ago.
He had a big crowd around him a little while ago because they're picking his brain and talking history and things like that. And it is really interesting to look at the program here at the Connie Allen Tournament and see the past champions and teams that have played in it before. And when you go through there over the past 66 years, you'll actually see some teams in there, Mark, that, the schools don't even exist anymore because of mergers and closings and things like that.
Yeah, they're all consolidated.
Exactly. A lot of consolidated schools. Infield being one, and several others on there. But tonight we've got a good matchup between two teams that have found their way into the championship game by going undefeated in pool play throughout the week, and that's the Crab Orchard Trojans and the North Clay Cardinals. And what's cool about these two teams playing tonight, I think, Mark, is the fact that they would never really see each other during the regular season because of how far apart they are geographically. So it's great that they can meet here on a neutral floor in a championship game and play for the big hardware tonight. And you want to tell us about how each team got here, about who they played, who they beat?
Sure, Randy. Yeah, we'll start with North Clay. They went 3-0 in pool play. They beat Red Hill 49-39, and then they took on Grayville. North Clay winner over Grayville 73-58. And then North Clay took on Sisney and got to this championship game, beating Sisney 52-43. Then Crab Orchard, they went 3-0 in pool play. They beat Wayne City 83-69. Also, Gallatin County, a winner over Gallatin County. Crab Orchard 68, Gallatin County 65, and then Crab Orchard beat Weber 54-46. So that's how they ended up here, Randy.
All right, so both teams 3-0 coming in this one tonight. And both teams have some seniors that they'll start on the team, but North Clay will also start a freshman. So they're going to start 4 seniors and a freshman, and then I think Crab Orchard starts 3 seniors and 2 juniors. The Crab Orchard Trojans are coached by John Brown. You talk about a guy that's been around a long time. You see him down there in the white shirt with tie on our camera screen right now. John's been coaching at Crab Orchard for many, many years. I don't know exactly how many. I should have asked him a little while ago. If we would have seen him in the hospitality room, I would have. But I think we got in and out of there before he did. So, but he's been at it for a long time, has some great athletes go through there at Crab Orchard.
Well, he's got one now, Randy. We were talking about it before we took the air, that this is a young kid to watch. Keegan Peak. Last week he had 51 points, Randy. So
he did.
He could be a big factor in this game.
We're going to have to watch number 30 in the black and orange tonight, certainly for the Crab Orchard Trojans. I don't know who he had that 51 points again last week, but they were talking about it earlier in the hospitality room, so it was a topic of discussion. But I am sure that Coach Josh Zink and the North Clay Cardinals are very much aware of Mr. Peak, and they'll try to have something planned for him defensively tonight. Josh Zink, the head coach of the North Clay Cardinals, a former player at North Clay in Louisville as well, and probably played in this tournament himself, I'm going to guess, and certainly in the Midland Trail Conference. I think he played in the 90s for the Cardinals. And North Clay used to be in this tournament a long time ago all the time. They were a regular, and then they got out of it and went other places, and now they're back. And it's great to have them back. It's not that far away up the road at Louisville.
No, not at all. And, you mentioned, Randy, these two teams not playing each other during the regular season. And, a tournament like this, as big as the Conrad Allen tournament is, and in this type of atmosphere, it could set them up for something later on down the road as far as advancing into tournament play at the end of the season as well.
And both of them, of course, are Class 1A basketball teams, and they want to try to, win a regional and advance along in postseason. And, of course, they won't play each other at all in postseason unless they, meet way, way down the road. So, because they'll be in opposite directions and opposite regionals. So it's a good test, to play different competition here like they are tonight. And it'll be a good test for both of these ball clubs tonight. A game that will probably help them, I would say, down the line. We're going to take a short break and come back with more, including the starting lineups and all the play-by-play action right here from Wayne City High School in just a moment.
Between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black, capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods remind you that they have fast, reliable propane delivery service to your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled up, you can bring them to Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods for fast service. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through our website at WayneWhitePropane.com. And don't forget, we also have hot tubs and supplies for your hot tub as well at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods.
Welcome back to the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament's championship game tonight between the North Clay Cardinals. You see out there warming up in the white uniforms and red letters and numbers, and Crab Orchard Trojans will be coming back out of their locker room in just a moment. One thing I'll say about the North Clay Cardinals, we saw them play here last Saturday, Mark, and they are not afraid to put up the three-point shot. And literally all 5 of their players can and will shoot the three-pointer.
Well, you got the Fleener brothers, Randy, and one of them, I believe, is a freshman.
Yeah.
Is it Logan Fleener, the freshman?
Logan is the freshman, and Luke is the senior. Yeah. But these guys are not afraid to put up the three. I mean, they all will. Holkenbrink and Jones and Bailey, they all will. So, gotta watch those guys on the perimeter. Talking about what North Clay did in the game that we did here last Saturday when they played against Red Hill, a game that they won 49-39, I think it was. In that game for North Clay, they had a couple guys in double figures. Holkenbrink had 13, Jones had 12, Fleener had 9, Bailey had 7, and Bible had 6. Actually, they got my starters marked wrong. I'm sorry. Ethan Bible should be starting for them instead of Logan Fleener. Luke Fleener will start. Yeah, Luke Fleener will start, but I don't think Logan's going to start as a freshman. My bad. Ethan Bible should be the other starter. So it should be Fleener, Bible, Holkenbrink, Jones, and Bailey. And for Crab Orchard, they should be starting Throgmorton, Powell, Peak. Also, Lakatish. That's how you pronounce that, Lakatish.
Lakatish?
Tony Lakatish. Sounds like a good Polish name.
Yeah, it sure does.
And then Quentin Myers should be the other starter. In Crab Orchard's game that we did last Saturday, they beat Wayne City, the host school here, and they put a lot of points on the board. They had 4 guys in double figures in that game. Peak had 21, Throgmorton had 20, Myers had 13, and Lakatish had 15. So, again, they got some guys that can score some points.
Size-wise, Randy, it looks like they match up pretty evenly.
Yeah, let's see. You've got Throgmorton 6'1", Powell 5'10", 6 foot for Peak, 5'10" for Lakatish, and 6'2" for Myers. And then for North Clay, you got Fleener at 6'2", Bible at 5'11", Holkenbrink 5'10", Jones 6'2", Bailey 6 foot. You're right. They are very, very similar in size. So it'll be interesting to see who can instill their will on the other one tonight here. Let's go through and talk about what's happened so far today here at the Conrad Island Tournament on Trophy Round Day. In the 7th place game, Weber Township beat Grayville 54-35. In the 5th place game, the Wayne City Indians beat Red Hill 77-51. You got to see just the tail end of that one. You got in here at that time. That's a lot of points for Wayne City to put on the board. And, Wayne City lost last night by a single point. Otherwise, they would have been in that 3rd place game. And so, you hate to play in the 5th place game of your own tournament, but that's just kind of how it goes. The cookie crumbled for them this year. Sure. And then in the 3rd place game that was just completed, Sisseton Rutland Lions beat Gallatin County for the 3rd place trophy by a score of 50-42. And that brings us to tonight's championship game here.
In that 3rd place game, Randy, we were watching that. Gallatin County started hitting a couple of threes right down within less than about 3 minutes left, and
they got it down there, didn't they?
made it a little bit interesting there for a little bit.
We had some Gallatin County folks sitting next to us, and they were they were into it, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Gallatin County, by the way, has the ominous task of taking on the Fairfield Mules, the #1 seed of the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, coming up the day after Christmas. So they're going to turn right out and play in another tournament,
another one,
and they're going to face the Fairfield Mules right out of the gate. So. All right, well, it looks like both teams are going to be called back to their respective benches, and we will be meeting the members of both teams here in just a moment. I'm going to guess they probably did the national anthem earlier. They probably did that before the 7th place game, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
So we'll probably go right into the lineups here.
Pretty good crowd on hand, Randy.
Not too bad. Pretty good trip up here for Crab Orchard. Again, Crab Orchard will be the visitors on the scoreboard wearing their black jerseys trimmed in orange. Did you get to see in that Illinois-Missouri game today, the border war game?
I didn't see any of it, but I heard that one. It was pretty good. Pretty good game.
It was a good game.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, Illinois made a run down the stretch, but it wasn't enough as Mizzou got them.
And the Illinois is having a pretty good year. They should have beat Maryland, Randy, in that game they played with Maryland, that big 10 ACC challenge. Right. They should have won that game.
Well, the big guy they got in the middle, the 7-footer, he's a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. He's going to be a load this year in the Big Ten. All right, for the Crab Orchard Trojans, let's meet them right now. Number 20 is Grady Powell. He's a 5'10 senior for Coach John Brown. Number 2 is Hunter Throgmorton, a 6'1 senior. Also starting for the Trojans is number 44, Quentin Myers. He's a 6'2 junior. Looks like he could play football, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. He's a big boy.
Pretty good build on him.
Yeah, he sure does.
Number 40 is Tony Lakatish, 5'10 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is Keegan Peak. We told you he had that 51-point game last week, and he had 21 last Saturday here in the game we did. He's a 6-foot junior. So again, they'll go with Throgmorton, Powell, Peak, Lakatish, and Myers. And now the Crab Orchard cheerleaders will do their opening cheer, and then we'll meet the North Clay Cardinals. Good that both teams have their cheerleaders here with them tonight.
Well, it keeps the crowd entertained, keeps the crowd not only entertained, though, Randy, but spirit-filled.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when you're doing a game and one team has cheerleaders and the other team doesn't. It's kind of like, man, something missing here.
Yeah.
All right, North Clay Cardinals ready to be introduced here for this championship game, coached by Josh Zink, former player of North Clay himself.
And now the lineup for the home team, the North Clay Cardinals.
Number 12 is Lane Holkenbrink. He's a 5'10 senior. Number 11 is Ethan Bible. That's another common name up in Louisville.
Area.
He's a 5'11 junior, Ethan Bible. Number 23 is Tyson Jones, a 6'2 senior. Number 44 is Ian Bailey, a 6-foot senior, and the Bailey name is also a pretty common name in the Louisville area. And number 3, rounding out the starting 5, is Luke Fleener, 6'2 senior for the North Clay Cardinals. So again, it's Bailey, Jones, Holkenbrink, Bible, and the older Fleener for Coach Josh Zink. I did not get the officials' names tonight. I've seen a couple of those guys before, but I don't have their names in front of me, so we apologize for that.
The one on the right looks familiar, but I don't recognize the two over here to our left.
You know, when you organize a tournament like this, there's so many logistics and things to do behind the scenes, and it's getting harder and harder to find officials. There's a little shortage of officials right now because of the fact that a lot of the older guys are retiring and not enough younger guys are coming along.
Yeah, in all sports, you know, you look at baseball, football, basketball, softball. Yeah, there's a dire need for officials.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to start having Friday night basketball games to be played on Thursday. I'm serious about that. I just we're getting that low on officials. It's getting to be a big deal.
Right.
Tyson Jones going to jump it for North Clay against Keegan Peak. We're ready to get this championship game underway here live on AreaSports.net. We are glad that you are with us. Who's going to win the 66th annual Conrad Island? North Clay will control the basketball. And with it is Holkenbrink out front. He'll swing it to the right side to Bailey. Like I said, these guys are not afraid to shoot the three. You get an opening, they will put it up.
Crab Orchard man-to-man, Andy.
They are. Let's see if North Clay can break it down. Bible's got it right now. He comes over to Holkenbrink. He'll swing it back around the horn. Now they'll finally move it to the left side to Fleener. He's cut on the baseline. Now he takes it inside instead.
Good move.
Nice move. But rebound's cleared out of there after the missed shot by the Trojans. And here they come with their first possession. Into the front court they come with Throgmorton. Now they'll set up shop out front.
Looks like 2-3 zone for North Clay, Andy. They're starting out in.
Over here to Powell now. Inside the lane. Shot is up. No good by Peak. Up is good.
He's the one we were talking about, Randy. You better watch him.
Better watch him. And he showed some aggressiveness right there. He stayed with it and got the bucket. And Trojans are on the board. Nothing. North Clay back the other way. Jones with it. Try a little high post game around the screen as Jones takes it in, missed the shot. Nice drawn up play there, but just didn't get the result that they wanted. Here's a stop and pop on the other end that goes over the top of the backboard, but they still say it's in play.
Yeah.
Shot missed by Throgmorton. Here's a long one. Banked up, no good by Jones. North Clay and rebound by the Trojans.
But Quentin Myers, the big boy, Randy, 44.
Here it comes on the left wing now to Powell. They'll set it up back out front again to Throgmorton. Looking inside now, they bounce it in there. He couldn't handle it. No, couldn't quite handle it. Had right eye. He was open in the lane. Here's the baseline drive and up off flat. Bucket is good, and we're tied at 2-2. Even Bible took it all the way to the glass. And here we got that zone press here, about a 1-2 zone press. Here's the trap. You got to look out for that.
There you go.
Steal by
Luke Fleener.
And North Clay in front, 4-2. Here comes the trap again, right midcourt stripe. Well, you don't want to pick up your dribble right at the midcourt stripe because that acts like a third defender for you as the ball goes out of bounds, and a bad shot there by Throgmorton missed everything. Yeah, I remember our coach instilling that in us a lot. He said, don't pick up your dribble near the sideline or at the half line, because if you do, you're just adding another defender to the situation because you can't step over that line.
It's wide open.
Nice drive to the basket that time by Holkenbrink, and they're starting down this defense and find some driving lanes to penetrate. 6-2 now in favor of North Clay. Trojans looking for some offense. Peak will put it up, and he fills it up.
His three, Randy.
6-5 as he can fill it up in a hurry. North Clay wastes no time getting down and scoring again as Bible takes it all the way to the hole. May see Trojans change up their defense here. Here's a shot from way downtown. It's off, no good by Lakatish. And on the rebound, we got a whistle and just out of bounds. No foul.
No foul. Crab Orchard still has the ball.
Ian Dawes into the game for Crab Orchard, the first substitute of the contest. 4:48 to play here, opening quarter. Inside it goes to Peak, and he scores. 8-7.
Good move inside, Randy.
He knows what to do with it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got to push off on the other end. That foul's going to go against Peak.
It's his first.
And that's the first foul of the game on either team. It'll be out of bounds to North Clay. Here's the lob in. Comes into Bailey. Now it comes to Bible. Bible a drive, missed the shot. There's an offensive rebound, though. And now scrum ball on the ground. And
it's going to go to Crab Orchard. Randy.
It is. Yep. Possession arrow to the Trojans. Well, early on here, I've been impressed by Ethan Bible and his ability to take the ball to the rack.
He's quick, Randy. He's got that inside move. He goes to the basket.
We're going to have to find a way to stop him. Here's a shot from the deep corner pocket. It's in and out and back in again. And the Trojans have the lead. Three-pointer. Who hit that one?
That was Lakatich, or however we pronounce it.
Lakatich.
Lakatich.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yes. Need to spell that phonetically.
Yeah, it looks like Lakotich if you look at it phonetically. Well, what did I say about three-pointers for North
Ian
Clay?
Bailey.
They're not afraid to shoot him, and they nailed one there. 11 to 10.
Yeah,
There's a travel violation.
Yeah.
That trap is definitely causing some issues here
sure
for the
is,
Trojans. Yep. North Clay puts that trap on you right about the half line. So the turnover will give the ball back to the Cardinals. As Trojans stay in that man-to-man, here's drive, and they dish it back out. Three-pointer on the way, no good by Halkenbrink, and it goes.
He's looking for a foul. Ian Dawes, it looks like, Randy.
Yep, that's his first. Going to be the second team foul. Out of bounds on the baseline to the Cardinals. Here's the lob in to Bailey. And looking for a cutter. They come over left wing to Halkenbrink again. Bible has it. There's a man wide open on the post.
Good pass. Good assist.
Nice pass inside to Jones, and he scored. He found himself wide open on the post. Almost another steal as they put that trap on again. Here's a shot from the corner. It's in and out. Rebound underneath by Peak. And a whistle and a foul.
Looks like foul's going to be on Luke Fleener, Randy, number 3.
That's going to be the first foul on with Clay. And that's going to send Keegan Peak to the line. I'll tell you what, Peak is really aggressive on the boards, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is.
He goes after that basketball. But you got to have somebody like that. You know?
That's right.
Those garbage buckets are important, and they count just as much as anything else does. So, got to have them. All right, back the other way. Cardinals with it. Leading it by 1. Bailey with it, looking for a cutter. He's got one, but he almost loses it out of bounds. And
got
off Bailey's hand. He tried to save it back in. That's Robbie Rooker in the game there. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Crab Orchard now. That was Jones. I'm sorry. I was all messed up. Looked at the wrong roster there for a minute. All right, here's a pass down on the baseline. Myers now back out with 3 ball. And it's nothing but net.
Ian Dawes, 3-pointer ready.
So Dawes comes in off the bench and nails a 3-point, makes it 15-13.
North Clay came back really quick down the and he missed that one.
They don't waste any time getting the ball.
Quick. Here's another one.
Beat you down the court. Steal. 3-on-2 break for the Cardinals.
Good move. Yeah. Good move, Randy.
Nice move
Tyson
by
Jones.
Jones ties the ball game of team. Good transition bucket by the Cardinals, and there's the trap again. They get it across to Peak. Peak takes it inside the lane, puts up rudder, missed it. Play with a rebound. Cardinals on the move. Now they'll slow it back down again as Jones has it out front.
Both teams are very quick, Randy, on the transition, it looks.
Yeah, they want to beat each other down the floor. Bailey has it now. Over to Jones. Back around the horn it comes to Halkenbrink. To Bailey again. Halkenbrink now to Bible. Back out front. Here's a 3-pointer on the way, and it's good. Hit the back iron and dropped in for Jones. Makes it 18-15. A nice English on that one. Yes. Here's a drive baseline by the big man. Left it short. It was Myers. And
good defense.
Come away from the rebound.
Good defense by North Clay.
Good defense without fouling.
Yes, exactly. That could have been an easy foul.
Myers likes to work that baseline, and so far the Cardinals have not let him score in that situation. Bailey's got it now for North Clay. Comes over to Bible. And they're looking for a cutter, and there's they run some motion offense. It's this man-to-man by the Trojans. Here's a shot out front, missed, no good. And rebound by Crab Orchard. Back the other way they come with it. Almost a steal again. Peak's got it. Goes in the corner to Dawes. He'll fire up a 3-ball. Missed it. Rebound North Clay. 39 seconds to go. Opening quarter. Been a quick quarter.
It sure has.
All the way down.
Good defensive play there.
Good block that
good
time
block
by Throgmorton. Knocks it out. 32 seconds left. Be North Clay ball. They lead it by 3, 18-15. And I've got 2 points on the scoreboard there.
Looks like a foul, Randy, on Throgmorton from Crab Orchard. It's his first.
It's going to be 3 team fouls now. Out of bounds to the Cardinals. Here's the inbound to Fleener. Ooh, boy, had Bible open, just didn't see him. Bailey has it now.
Good pass.
Nice
good
lead
drive.
pass to Bible. He put up the shot and missed it. That was a heck of a pass by Holkenby.
He tried to get that just to lay right over the rim, Randy, and it just didn't work. That's what the backboard's for.
Yeah, really threaded the needle with that pass. That was nice. 9 seconds to go. Let's see if the Trojans get a shot off inside the peak. He'll take to the rack and soars. He knows what to do with it. And a steal on the inbound, but the shot is missed at the end of the first quarter. Our score is Crab Orchard, or North Clay 18, and Crab Orchard 17. We'll be back with second quarter action here in just a moment from Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament.
Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law, with offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon. Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law.
Back at Wayne City High School as North Clay leads at 18-17. Randy Olson here with Mark Wells. And Mark, your thoughts on that first quarter play?
I'll tell you, Randy, both teams, you can tell, are very quick up and down the floor, and if North Clay continues that travel game long, it's going to cause more problems for Crab Orchard.
Little seesaw battle in the first quarter as the lead changed hands several times. Shot is missed on the baseline there by Bible, and here comes Crab Orchard back the other way with it. And a traveling violation. Turn it back over to the Cardinals. Well, the day after Christmas is the beginning of the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, and Danny and I will be down there doing a bunch of those games. We'll do 24 to 26, and I think you might stop in there and help us with a couple, huh?
Right. Try to make it.
That.
That's right. Possibly more if I can.
That'll be fun. That's a quiet tournament. If you've never been down there, folks, you need to check out that atmosphere. It's nothing quite like it. As a shot is put up by Ian Dawes, no good, cleared out by the Cardinals, and here they come. And
bad pass.
Yep, threw it a little bit behind Holkenbrink on that one. Had the right idea, but just threw it at him.
And the thing is, with the El Dorado tournament, Randy, if you're planning on going any of the games, you better get there pretty decent. You know, get a decent seat. You got to get there early.
That's a beautiful historic gym there. Kind of a bowl setting, I guess you'd say. You know.
Missed the foul on that. Looked like 23. Tyson Jones got the foul on that.
Yep.
That's his first.
And that's a second team foul.
Right.
Trojans with the ball. Dawes.
Yeah, he almost traveled, Randy. I
Almost.
believe he may have.
Over to Lakatish. Now back out front to Throgmorton. To Dawes again. That zone by North Clay is Trojans are having problems solving it now. Skip pass this time over to Lakatish. Now he'll fire a three-pointer. Man, that was way out there.
Yeah.
Almost went in. Battle on the rebound and jump ball that he called. And it's going to stay
Crab
with the
Orchard.
Trojans. We're in the second quarter. 6:31 remain here in the first half. Trojans get it inside. Boy, that was too easy.
That was Dawes, right?
No, that was inside to Peak.
Oh, Peak, yeah. Okay.
He just stepped in front of his man.
Assist from Dawes on that.
Yep.
Travel call, Randy.
Turnover on the Cardinals. Back the other way. Both teams turning over a little more than they would like to. That's the kind of stuff that'll give a coach gray hairs.
Yes.
Or make them lose hair like me.
Oh, another long 3 attempt.
Way out there by Dawes. No good. Rebound by the Cardinals as North Clay limits them to 1 shot again. Jones gets it up quickly. It's stolen away. Another turnover. Back the other direction. It's Dawes taking it coast to coast. Actually, that was Throckmorton taking it coast to coast and scoring. It's 21-18. Trojans with a 3-point lead here.
Good steal.
4-0 run. It's going to be a 6-0 run now after that steal by Lakatish and a layup. A 6-0 run here to start the second quarter by Crab Orchard. And they're really doing it with defense and transitioning. Here's Bailey with a long 3. He missed it. And it's chased from going out of bounds and saved by Peak, and he threw it right up against one of the Cardinal players.
Yeah, he threw it right up against Tyson Jones, hitting right in the thigh.
Man, that'll leave a bruise.
Oh, it sure will.
Yeah, he'll have the Wilson emblem emblazoned on his thigh there. All right. Inside the high post, it comes to Peak. They work it right side to Lakatish, and he buries one. And all of a sudden, Josh Zink says,
North Clay.
Timeout. Absolutely. Timeout by North Clay, and for good reason here, because that is a 9-0 run to start the second quarter here for the Trojans. Well, kind of funny. We had just made a statement about how the Trojans were going to have to find a way to beat this this North Clay zone, and really what they're doing is they're getting stops on defense. They're getting the ball out quickly, and they're scoring in transition.
And they're getting the ball up the court quickly. Both teams are really quick up and down the floor, Randy. So, yeah, it's going to depend on who beats who up and down.
And then, of course, they've hit a couple of big 3 balls here, too, in this cycle. And so when you're hitting the 3 and you're scoring in transition, you got it going on. And it's a 9-0 run here to start the second quarter for Crab Orchard. See if Coach Zink maybe goes to a different defense alignment here as he comes out of the timeout for North Clay. 5:01 to go here in the first half. Let's see what the Cardinals do offensively as we come back to action. Hulkenbrink will bring it up. The Trojans will stay in there, man. Bible's got it. Down underneath. Bailey with the bucket. And that breaks the 9-0 run. Trojans back on the attack. Dawes stayed in the game. He's been a big lift coming off the bench for them.
Sure has.
They go inside to Peak. Peak works on his man. Can't shoot. The double team comes in there. Instead to Throgmorton. Back to Dawes. Throgmorton again. Yeah, they're staying pretty close to Mr. Peak in there. Now he gets the ball, works on his man. There's a double team, can't shoot. They'll kick it back out for a 3. Throgmorton is short. Might have been a push off underneath.
Could have been.
And there's another 3 put up by Dawes, no good. There's a rebound. Back up, rolls off for Myers, but he'll go to the line.
Looks like that's going to be on Luke Fleener, Randy. That'll be his second foul.
And that evens the team fouls up at 3 apiece. And you are right, it is his second foul. That's going to send Quentin Myers to the line, 6'2" junior. He said he looks like a linebacker.
He sure does.
Yeah, they don't play football at Crab Orchard, but if they did,
he'd be a good linebacker.
He'd be a good linebacker.
Or could be a tight end.
Could be. Made the first free throw. Missed the second.
Oh! Rebound.
Rebound and stick back.
Yeah. Peak and Peak, Randy, on that stick back.
I'll tell you what, he is crashing the boards.
He sure is.
He's got a nose for it. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast he had 51 points in a game recently. I wonder how many of those were offensive rebounds.
Exactly.
Had a tie up there at midcourt, but it actually is a foul.
Foul on Ian Dawes, Randy. It's going to be his fourth team foul.
All right. Outbounds to the Cardinals.
Peak has 15 points already, Randy.
No kidding. Yep. Bailey has it. Now to Fleener. Back to Bailey. Looking for a cutter back door. Woo, boy, had somebody open there, missed him. Holkenbrink's got it now, takes it down the lane and missed the shot.
Good rebound by
Myers.
Myers.
Here, he'll clear it out. Here come the Trojans. Holkenbrink out on the defense, just ball hogging Throgmorton out there now. Here's a drive by Dawes. Can't shoot. Fleener will put one up, or Peak will. Nope, missed it. Myers goes for the rebound, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Looks like a push-off, Randy.
I think if you get pushed by him, you'll feel it.
There's no doubt. That's his first, and it's a 15 foul.
So the foul's mounting a little bit for the Trojans as Colonels bring it back up. They trail it by 9 after leading at the end of the first quarter by 1. Here's a three-pointer out front, and that'll cut in the lead right there.
Luke Fleener.
They are not afraid to shoot the three, and they're pretty good at it. 29-23. Cuts it back to 6. In this championship game, and here's a shot from the right corner pockets. No good by Lakatish. Rebound by the Cardinals. They want to run.
Way up the court they come.
And that's going to be a foul. It's getting back on defense was Throckmorton, but he's going to be called for the personal.
Looks like his second foul, Randy.
And going to the line will be Luke Fleener. 6'2" senior. North Clay was in the Midland Trail Conference for a long, long time. In fact, they used to always hold the Midland Trail Conference tournament up in Louisville in their gym. But now they have moved recently into the National Trail Conference, which also includes teams like St. Anthony and Dietrich. Got the second one. Makes it 29-24. Trojans with the basketball and the 5-point lead. They go inside to Peak. Up against two guys. Missed a shot. Myers goes in for the rebound. And
looks like that's going to be on Peak.
Wow.
Randy. Yeah, it is.
Aggressive. A little too aggressive that time. And
it's his second foul.
Coach Brown not real happy with that. He's going to work the official a little bit over that one. He's like, man, you're penalizing my guy for being aggressive here. And the official in stripe is explaining to Coach Brown exactly what happened.
So it's 1-1, and Luke Fleener is going to be at the line again.
Yeah, that is 17 fouls, as you said. So the rest of the half here, it'll be a bonus situation for North Clay. It's Fleener at the line. And too strong. Rebound Trojans. They lead it by 5. Have the ball. 2:16 to go here in the first half. Dawes has it out to Throgmorton. Had to go to Peak. Draws the double team and a steal.
He's been strong inside, Randy, but he's been struggling here lately back down the floor. They're double teaming him.
Yeah, every time he touches the ball, there's at least 2 white shirts around him, and that time 3. As they bounce pass it to the right side to Jones. Back out to Bailey. Swinging around to Holkenbrink. Back to the top to Bull, and we got a push-off. Offensive foul.
On number, looks like, 11, Bible. It's his first. Team foul number 4.
Well, actually, I think they gave that to Bailey.
Did they give that to Bailey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was away from the ball. All right. The push-off away from the ball. Yep. All right, timeout called by the Trojans. They want to talk things over a little bit, so while they're doing that, we will take timeout too and be right back here on AreaSports.net.
To look a lot like Christmas at Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. And just in time for the holidays, they've got a great selection of Christmas cookies and Christmas treats for your favorite fur baby. Don't forget, Jaggers is your one-stop shop for dog grooming, also obedience dog training, overnight dog boarding, and of course, doggy daycare. Find out more by visiting their website at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Your dog's home away from home.
Back to live action. Pass went into Peak. They took it away from him again, Mark.
That pass, he just couldn't keep a handle on it, Randy. He got away from him. Inside pass.
Oh, nice pass inside to Fleener. Good look that time. Good look that time, and the Cardinals are fighting their way back into this thing. 9:26. If you just joined us, North Clay led it by 1 after the first quarter. Then Crab Orchard came out on a 9-0 run to start the second quarter, and they kind of controlled this quarter. And now North Clay's battling back. Dawes has it now for the Trojans. We're under a minute to play here in the first half. Throgmorton over to Dawes. Bounce pass inside to Peak. And going to be a foul call. That was kind of almost like incidental contact that time, wasn't it?
I wouldn't think that would have been a foul, but they did call it a foul on Holkenbrink. That's his first.
One of those kind of excuse me fouls, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was.
Hey, I didn't mean to bump into you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right, 38 seconds left. Let's see if the Trojans wind it down for a final shot here in the half. Boy.
Oh, bad pass. Peak had it. He lost his balance and went off his leg, Randy.
Well, you got to credit North Clay's defense there. I mean, they just really have clamped down. Turnover gives it back to the Cardinals, and now they chance for the final shot of the half. And if it's a 3, they could tie the game here going into the locker room.
That's right. Almost a good steal there, but now they're going to get him for foul. No, jump ball.
Oh, boy. Bible was tied up there with
they're going to call him for
Lakatish.
Yeah, they're going to call it a jump ball, Randy. North Clay's going to keep it.
Well, they're fortunate that they are keeping it with a possession arrow there. Okay. Fleener has it. Working against Myers. Now dishes in the corner, and a shot by Bailey's no good, and rebound by the Trojans. And there's a foul, and that's the kind of foul you do not want to make.
Looks like Holkenbrink's going to get that foul, Randy. That's his second.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to foul that far away from the basket in that situation. And I can tell by the look on Coach Zink's face that he wasn't real happy with that one either. Here's Lakatish from the corner, and he buried it.
Deep 3.
That's a dagger. That's a dagger. And instead of being down by 3 at the half, North Clay finds himself down 6 at half. If you're Crab Orchard, you're excited going in the locker room up 6 after being down by 1 at the end of the first quarter. All right, our halftime score. It is 32-26 in favor of Crab Orchard. And Mark's on our stats, and we'll come back and share those with you here in just a moment, live on AreaSports.net.
Serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Walpole Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Walpole's. 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro. And visit their website at walpolehomefurnishings.com.
And welcome back here to the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. Some other scores of other games around the area today. Mount Vernon won one at the buzzer today over at the shootout at Webster Groves as they beat the host Webster Groves basketball team 52-49 on a three-pointer at the buzzer by Dylan Harkins. Also today it was Robinson over Newton by a score of 60-52. Monticello beat Greenville 56-35. It was Pleasant Plains over Vandalia 66-38. DuQuoin beat Harrisburg 61-57. Marion defeated Mount Zion 67-47. A lot of shootouts taking place today. Altamont a winner over Greenville 55-49. Carbondale over Granite City 62-49. Also today was KC Westfield over Shelbyville 72-42. Collinsville in a girls game defeated Trad 45-40 again, the girls game, and also in a girls game it was Mount Carmel over Wood Memorial 56-38. We'll check the ticker with some more scores for you in just a little bit. But our halftime score here, 32-26. Crab Orchard leads it over North Clay at halftime. And Mark, tell us about the first half.
All right, Randy. For Crab Orchard, it was Ian Dawes. He has 3 points. Hunter Throgmorton with 2. And we talked about Keegan Peak, actually. You know, he was one that we had said you better watch because last week he had 51 points in a game. And at the half, he's got 15. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Tony Lakatish is 11 with 11 points, and Quentin Myers have 1. That's for 32 points for Crab Orchard here at half for North Clay. They're led in scoring at halftime by Luke Fleener, who has 8. He's 1 for 3 at the line. Bible has 4 points. Lane Holkenbrink has 2. Tyson Jones with 7. And Ian Bailey with 5 for a total of 26 halftime points. 32-26 the halftime score. Crab Orchard, Randy.
Anybody in any serious foul trouble?
Well, you've got for North Clay, you've got Fleener and Holkenbrink with 2, and the same for Crab Orchard. Dawes and Throgmorton with 2, and then Peake's got 2. So, at halftime, that's not too bad foul-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might see a little bit more pressure on Peake here in the second half if North Clay adjusts their strategy a little bit. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Are they going to keep up that same intensity as we go into the second half? North
Clay led this by 1 point at the end of the first quarter, 18-17. Boy, that run started the second quarter by Crab Orchard.
Yeah, 9-0.
9-0. It's kind of the difference right now as they continue to lead it by 6, 32-26. And we'll have to see how North Clay makes some adjustments here at the halftime and what happens when they come out of the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
If you know anything about girls basketball, you know that 2 of the better teams around in girls high school basketball is T-Town, Olney. And this will happen they play each other today. And that was a game that a lot of people were looking forward to and wanting to see. And I wouldn't mind have seen that myself. The difference was a little bit bigger than I thought. I wasn't really sure who would win that. I thought it would go down to the wire. Turns out Olney beat T-Town today by 9 points.
Oh, wow.
344. So I'm a bit surprised by that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
53-44. Olney over T-Town by 9. That's a good win there by Coach Anselman. That's Danny's cousin.
Danny's cousin, huh?
Coach of the Olney Tigers is Danny's cousin.
Danny's got to be proud.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good deal.
Good.
Hey, here earlier today at the Conrad Allen tournament in the 7th place game, it was Weber Township beating Grayville 54-35, and I think some of the other scores.
Yeah, 5th place game to Wayne City. They beat Red Hill 77-51. That 3rd place game finished just before the championship game. It was Sisney winning 3rd place in the Conrad Allen tournament. They beat Gallatin County 50-42.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 32-6 is our score here. Crab Orchard leading North Clay at halftime. Hey, let's talk a little baseball, because you were saying right before we came on the air that somebody's off the table now.
Yeah.
One of the players that the Cardinals were looking at is no longer available.
Fox Sports was reporting earlier, Dallas Mitchell.
Mm-hmm. Or
Keiko, however you want to say it. I've heard it both ways.
Sure.
The Cardinals were looking at him. He was for Atlanta last year. And before that was what? Houston? Was he with Houston before?
He was with Cleveland for a long time. Indians for a long time.
It looks like he's, as you mentioned, he's off the table. He signed a 3-year contract, Randy, with the Chicago White Sox.
Well, at least he's in the American League and not the National League.
Not the National League.
So we don't have to face him this next year.
So who's the Cardinals going to go after now?
Well, I don't know. The Cardinals were said to have been talking to the agent not only for Keuchel, but also he's the same agent for Ryu, who's a Dodgers pitcher that's a free agent. So the same agent was representing both of them, and the Cardinals had talks last week with that agent about both pitchers, hoping to land one of them. Well, obviously they're not going to get Keuchel. Will they even go after Ryu now that they've signed that Korean pitcher? Because they got that guy from Korea who we don't really know too much about, other than the fact that he was, I think, about 17-7 last year in Korea. He's pitched there for like 11 or 12 years. He had an ERA of about 3.30. He's 31 years old, but that's all I know about him. But, he might have been pretty good in Korea, but do the Koreans have the kind of major league hitters that we have in the real major leagues here?
The stability to pitch in the major leagues now. And with these pitchers now, look at Garrett Cole signing that astronomical contract with New York, and it kind of reminds me, Randy. Remember Barry Zito when he signed that big contract with San Francisco a few years back? About a 7-year contract, and I think first year he pitched, but he had some kind of an arm injury after that,
right?
And that was kind of a waste of money on San Francisco's part, and I just don't feel comfortable with signing a pitcher for 9 years.
No, because too much can happen, and again, it's a guy that plays every 5 days too. It's not somebody that's playing every day like a position player. And to pay these pitchers the kind of money they're paying them, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But you know what? The owners can you can't blame anybody but themselves because they've brought it all on themselves.
And
these crazy contracts.
And you still, both of us, be Cardinal fans, and we follow the news that what's St. Louis going to do this year, right? And it's still up in arms. There's still chances to negotiate, but spring training's in a couple of months away, and so they're trying to get their roster solidified. But do they really need to go out and sign a big league bat? Question a lot of people want to know.
Well, we had the departure of our left fielder, and they have had some talks with him, but it does like that he's going to re-sign with the Cardinals, and so you got to find somebody to fill that void because you need somebody that can hit thirds and drive in 95 runs, and right now we don't have that person.
No, and I think Josh Donaldson's still out on the table. He hasn't signed with anyone yet, and so it's still interesting at this time of the year to see what's going to happen, and it's always good to read the comments. And I read something today that some people feel that I just don't know that I would take a risk on him, that Yasiel Puig might fit into the Cardinal roster, but I don't know about that.
No, I think he would be a cancer in the clubhouse. Is a problem with him. I don't think he would mesh well in the Cardinal organization. Part of the issue too is that the Cardinals gave such a big extended contract to Matt Carpenter recently. So you can't really go out and sign a big hitter that's a third baseman, because what are you going to do with Carpenter then?
Exactly. And here you go. Here you got Tommy Edman.
Right.
Look at the year he had last year.
He can play multiple positions, which is nice.
Something I saw, got to tell you real quick. I saw yesterday that Yadier Molina is working out in Puerto Rico, and he was taking batting practice left-handed.
Really?
And guess what? He hit a home run left-handed.
He hit a home run left-handed,
no kidding. Home run left-handed.
Leave it to Yachty, man. Leave it to Yachty. How about it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Teams are back out on the floor, and we are ready for second half action here as they change ends. Of course, just this Crab Orchard in the black uniforms trimmed in the orange, and they have the basketball here against North Clay. Long three-pointer is up.
Oh, my.
Are you
Ian Dawes.
Man, he came out of the locker room hot.
Sure did.
Wow. Raining threes there. 35-26, back to a 9-point lead, equaling the biggest lead of the game for the Trojans. Let's see if North Clay can answer. Bible's got it. He'll put one up at short. Rebound by Bailey. Back out for another three. It's off no good. Rebound by the Trojans. And the Cardinals look like they're going to live and die by the threes here to try to get back into this thing.
Well, as you said earlier, that's been a key. They'll throw up the threes, and kind of struggling tonight.
Going to have to get some stops if they're going to get back in this. Down by 9 points as they swing the ball over to Dawes. To Throgmorton. Dawes came off the bench, but ever since he came off the bench, I don't think he went out of the game.
Not went out.
No. Inside to the big man, Peak. He missed it. Offensive rebound and stick by Myers. Well, now it's an 11-point lead for the Trojans. And a three-pointer on the other end.
Tyson Clay, they're quick to the floor, Randy. Again, we were talking about that. Yeah.
Don't waste any time.
Both teams, really.
Peak. Out to Dawes. Boy, hit him right in the face.
He wasn't paying attention, I don't believe. Caught him by surprise.
Turnover to the Cardinals, and the layup is missed, but the follow is back up and in, and the Cardinals.
Luke Fleener.
Fleener with a bucket. As the ball comes across to Throgmorton now.
A good pass.
Baseline to Myers. He'll put it up. No good. Back up on the follow. No good. Myers stays with it again. And going to have a whistle and a foul underneath.
Looks like it's going to be Ian Bailey. Randy, that's going to be his second. First team foul this half.
Out of bounds to the Trojans. In the corner there. Get to Dawes. Short, but there's the rebound.
Yeah, Peak.
Placed at the right time is Mr. Peak. 10-point Trojan lead here. Excuse me, 8-point lead, 39-31. Here's a three-pointer on the other end. Short, no good by Fleener. Players dive on the floor.
Yeah.
picked back up again in the lane. Bible with a little fadeaway, missed it. And rebound cleared out of there by Myers, and here come the Trojans.
Good bounce pass underneath.
Down underneath the Dawes. Runs out of real estate, so bring it back out to Peak for a long.
There you go, Randy.
Sit down. Wow. 42-31. Peak is scoring both on the inside and the outside here, Mark.
20 points Randy's got in this game so far.
20 of their 42. Bailey has now for the Cardinals. Over on the right side, now back to Bailey. He's looking for a cutter. They'll come out to the top to Jones. He'll put one up. No good. Battle for the rebound. And
good box out by Myers.
Real good box out. And then we got a blocking foul called on the Cardinals. I think that's going to go against Jones.
Yeah, that's his second foul. Second team foul this half.
Halftime of the Heron-Pinckneyville game. And looks like Panthers lead the Tigers in that one by 10 points, 35-25.
Turnover.
Heron. Transition bucket all the way down and in for Tyson Jones. Cuts the lead back to 9. Cardinals need to keep this in single digits.
They went to, looks like 2-1-2 zone, Randy.
Inside it goes to Peak. He'll turn on his man score. I tell you, he's alone in there.
He sure is.
Even with the double teams, he's a tough coach.
You mentioned earlier he was triple team there earlier in the first half.
Back up by 11, 44-33, and we got a couple of players getting tangled up over here.
Push off on Ethan Bible.
Yep.
His first third team foul. Timeout. North Clay wants timeout. Talk about it.
Yeah, coach wasn't happy about that ball. He's going to discuss that with the official. I think he thought it should have been a no-call because players were just, kind of locked up with each other. Yeah. Sometimes in a situation like that, they'll call a double foul.
Yeah. If
the official's not sure who pushed the first guy, because it's like the second guy often gets caught,
Sure.
And if official's not sure who instigated it, he'll just call a double foul and just settle it that way and call them both of them.
Yeah. And that may have been the thing to do in this case because, you're right, it looked like they were tangled up, and it was no fault of each other. It looked like they were just tangled.
Well, we got a good one here. 4:06 to play in the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying this championship game with us here on AreaSports.net. Crab Orchard with the lead and the basketball as Hunter Throgmorton will bring it up. Over to Dawes. Back to Throgmorton.
Good drive.
Goes around a screen and lays it all the way up and in. He helped him out a little bit that time.
Sure did.
Defense kind of stayed with him and left that driving lane open. Cardinals back in the front court again. Bailey gives it up to Holkenbrink. Back Bailey. Now out here to Jones. Jones will find. Jones was open.
Yeah, he should have took that shot, Randy. He was right there at the free throw line.
Had a 15
wide open.
Passed it up. Well, turnover will give it back to the Trojans, who lead it by 13 here. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Bounce pass in Peak. There's the double team. They take it away from him this time. Holkenbrink with the steal. He'll bring it across the line. And now steal back by the Trojans.
Good pass.
They'll throw it ahead. Here's a breakaway. Shot missed, however. Rebound by the Cardinals. He's going to take it way down and initiate some contact. We're going to have a foul called.
Looks like we're going to get 2 shots out of that.
And that's going to send Luke Fleener to the line.
Looks like they called that on. Not sure who they called that on, Randy.
I think they called on Peak. That's his third.
Peak?
Yeah, they've got him for 3 on the board.
3 on the board over there.
Yep. Okay. It's the first team foul this half on the Trojans, so that's a big foul. Offense juggernaut, no doubt about it. First free throw is good. And the second one is also good.
It's all good. Good pass aside to Myers.
And a whistle and a foul called again.
Foul's going to be on Ethan Bible. That's his second. Fourth team foul, Randy.
And going to the line will be Quentin Myers, a 6'2 junior. Stops the clock with 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. And Myers' free throw is good. 12-point lead again. They've led by as many as 13. That one rolls off good, and it's rebounded by the Cardinals. They give the ball to Fleener, and he'll bring it up. Bible has it now. Comes out to the top to Jones. He'll take it down the lane.
Good drive.
Missed the shot. Bible tried to get the rebound, but Myers cleans off the glass this time. And boy, he's knocking bodies around as he comes out of there with it. Throgmorton now. Way out front. Dawes' shot is missed. They'll fire another one from the corner. That's Lakatish. He missed it. Cardinals with the rebound. They've got numbers.
Oh, good drive.
They had the numbers, and Jones is fouled.
Looks like that's going to be on Hunter Throgmorton, Randy.
That'll send Tyson Jones to the line. That's 14 fouls on the Trojans. And it's the second personal. No, third personal. Third personal on Throgmorton.
Okay.
The throw is good. Cuts the lead back to 11. 2:16 to play here, third quarter. Championship game tonight of the 66th annual Conrad Allen Tournament. Second free throw cuts it to 10. 47-37. There's a steal.
Oh, good steal.
And a breakaway. And it cuts it back to 8 after the steal in the bucket by Fleener. 47-39.
North Clay's in that trap again, Randy.
They are. They've been successful with it. See how the Trojans handle things here. Here's a drive. Shots missed. Fleener with a rebound for the Cardinals. Minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Definitely been a game of runs. Cardinals on a little spurt right now. They've cut it back to 8. Fleener has it. He goes down the lane against Myers, and Myers fouls him.
It's his second, third team foul on Crab Orchard.
So it'll be out of bounds here to the Cardinals on the baseline. They lob it into Bailey. Bailey gives it to Fleener. Minute 29 left. Fleener drives around his man, takes it all the way to the glass and scores. He just beat him one-on-one that time, Mark.
Yeah. Quick. He's quick to the bucket.
Myers could not stay
that
with
trap.
him.
There we go again with that trap, Randy, and they just threw it away.
They cut the lead to 6. Coach Zink is up. Get his team pumped up defensively. Trying to get another stop. Here's Peak spinning
good turn.
inside.
Yeah, good spin.
Missed it. Tipped around, and Bailey tipped it out to Fleener. Now ahead to Jones.
No. He traveled. Yeah, he traveled. That was a good call, Randy. He did.
Yeah.
He took too many steps.
Jones tried to lay it in.
Had a good drive, but he just won too many steps.
North Clay fans did not like
The
that.
coach is not happy about that for North Clay. But I have to agree, that was a good call.
Crab Orchard with the basketball after the turnover. 45 seconds left. It's a point game all of a sudden here in the third quarter. Inside it goes to Peak. He'll dish it in the corner to Lakatish. He'll fire for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Peak back up. Got it.
Went in.
He is a load of boys.
We got a foul, Randy. I believe that bucket's going to count. The bucket's good by Peak. It's going to be an offensive foul, but the bucket's going to count. It's going to be on Myers.
Going to be on Myers. That'll be his third.
That'll be his third foul.
So now you got 3 on Myers and 3 on Peak. The two big guys for the Trojans. All right, 23 seconds left in the quarter. Here's a drive by Fleener. It's missed, but foul's going to be called on the Trojans.
It's going to be on Throgmorton, Randy, and that's number 4 on Hunter Throgmorton.
So the fouls are mounting here for Crab Orchard. And at the line is Luke Fleener for North Clay. He misses it. It's an 8-point game, 22 seconds left here, third quarter. Into the ball game for Crab Orchard is Hayden Ray, a 5'11 sophomore. He'll replace Quentin Myers, a bench with 3 fouls. Free throw up and good for Fleener. That cuts it to 7. They had it down to 6 a moment ago, Mark.
And the coach for North Clay has pulled the trap, Randy.
Across the line to come with Dawes. Oh, knocked away from behind and stolen. With it is Holkenbrink. Now it's loose.
Ooh,
the court stripe.
Yeah.
Bible's got it.
Good pass
to Bailey, and he
Good
scores.
pass from
Bible to Bailey, I believe.
Yeah.
49-44, and what a rally here at the end of the third quarter of the North Clay Cardinals. They have rallied, and now all of a sudden it is 49-44, 5-point game. They were down by as many as 13
yeah.
in that third quarter. And they've rallied to cut it back to 5. Our score, Crab Orchard 49, North Clay 44. And we'll be back with the fourth and... Well, maybe we won't. We're just going to keep it here. That's fine. We can do that. Big fourth quarter coming up. As Crab Orchard leads in this championship game. Your thoughts on that third quarter play there, Mark?
Well, back and forth, and, we talked Keegan Peak. Randy was the key in that third quarter for Crab Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
Big, and here he goes again.
Right on cue. Right on cue. You called it.
26 points for him, Randy.
He is having a game. 26 of their 51 points. That's half of them right there. And they go back up by 7. Here's a shot from the baseline. It's short, no good by Jones. Rebound by the Trojans. They'll bring it ahead with Throgmorton. Now Peak. Peak and Throgmorton both playing out there with a lot of fouls. Here's a drive to the hole. Shot is missed. No good by Lakatish. And a foul's going to be called. That's going to be on Holkenbrink.
On Holkenbrink.
And that's going to send Myers to the line.
It's his third on Holkenbrink.
What's Myers done at the line so far tonight?
He is 2-4 at the line.
Okay. Go short. Trojans by 7. 7:23 to play. We'll recap it here for you. North Clay led after the first quarter by 1. Crab Orchard led by 6 at halftime, and they led by 5 at the end of the third quarter. But in the middle of that third quarter, they got up by as many as 13, and North Clay came storming back.
Randy, free throws are big at this key point in the game, and he just missed
both of them. Let's see if North Lake can capitalize now. Down by 7. Here's a drive by Bible, and he scores. Bible off the window. Cuts it to 5. 51-46. Trojans in the front court. Peak goes over Lakatish. Back to Peak. Go for long. Launch one from three-point land. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. And
North Blaze ball.
And to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why the Trojans are doing a three-pointer in this situation when they've been going inside and having success with it.
Well, they've been going into Peak. He's been posting up most of the night.
Instead, they wanted to shoot perimeter that time. Peak comes out to make the steal.
Jump ball. And Crab Orchard.
And Peak is fortunate that he didn't get called to his fourth personal foul there. I mean, he literally dove on the player, and that easily could have been called for a fourth personal foul. I mean, he's aggressive, which you love to see that. I mean, I love players like that. Sometimes you got to be careful. You got to keep it in check too. You got to keep it in check. Down to Myers.
Yeah, good assist.
Beautiful pass down to Myers.
From Throgmorton.
Give him the assist. Trojans back up by 7, 53-46. Oh, knocked away. Good defense there by Lakatish. Stay North Clay ball. 6:20 to go in the ball game. Cardinals need a bucket down by 7. Here's a shot from the corner. Jones, it's a three-pointer. Big shot there by Jones, and that cuts it to 4. 53-49. And we got timeout on the court. We're just going to keep it right here. as it's a 4-point lead now. And this is as close as it's been, Danny. Worked with Danny so much.
For Danny.
Yeah. As close as it's been, Mark, since, back in the second quarter.
Back in the second quarter. We talk about Tony Lakatish. He hasn't scored yet this fourth quarter. And, it's still early, but, he hasn't scored yet. And, we talked about Keegan, and he's so aggressive out there. And, you're going to have to shut him down. North Clay's going to have to shut him down. And, again, double, triple teaming at this point in the game.
One of the things that we saw in the first quarter that kind of got North Clay going was some drives by Bible. And, he's pretty capable of slicing and dicing to the basket. I want to see more of that here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Here we go, that press by North Clay, Randy.
Bailey's got it, and he's going to take it all the way in.
Let him in.
Yeah, Dawes couldn't do much defensively. Yep. That cut to 53-51. Trojans firing up the three again, and that's in and out, no good. Rebound. Peak. He missed the bunny. He missed it. But he's going to have free throws.
Looks like it's going to be Holkenbrink. If that's on Holkenbrink, Randy, it looks like that is his fourth.
Mm-hmm. So fouls really mounting here on both sides as Peak at the line missed it. 2-point game, 53-51. You think about the fact that the Trojans were up by 13 midway through that third quarter. Missed them both. That's 4 free throws in a row that the Trojans have missed. The 2 misses by Myers, and now the 2 misses by Peak.
Here comes North Clay. See what happens.
They got a chance to tie it or take the lead with 5:43 to go in the ballgame. Across the timeline they come with Holkenbrink, now Bailey. Almost a steal. That was a lollipop pass. Jones for 3. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to go to the Trojans.
Just a little short, but you knew they would probably go to him, Randy, because he had the last 3.
It's like Coach Zink going to go to the bench here, and he's going to bring Colin Ballard into the game, a 5'10" sophomore who's going to replace Holkenbrink. This is going to be Ballard's first action of the game, and he comes in at a critical time. 2-point contest with 5:25 left. There's a steal. Shot up and off the rim. No good. Bible with a rebound, and the stack is good. We're tied. Well, that could be the reason why he came in the game, was to be part of that press.
Yeah, that looks like that foul's going to be on Tyson Jones, Randy, and if that is, that will be his third foul. It's his third foul.
Coach Zink going to put Holkenbrink back in as we walk down to the other end. Ballard will sit back down. And Throgmorton will be at the line. So the Trojans have been 0 for their last 4 at the charity stripe. And they missed that one. 5 in a row missed.
Strong board by North Clay by Tyson Jones.
Cardinals a chance to take the lead. We're all tied at 53-53. Cardinals were down by 13 earlier. Jones for 3. Got it!
Good.
Cardinals up by 3. And timeout, Crab Orchard, and the North Clay fans come to their feet. They're feeling it here in Wayne City.
That's his second, third 3 in a row, Randy.
Wow. Game at a time.
Yeah, it sure did.
And boy, you can just feel momentum switching.
Well, you look at as you said a while ago, we've had we're 0 for 6 free throws in the fourth quarter for Crab Orchard. And you got to hit your free throws in this crucial part of the game.
Oh, you absolutely do. And I think, to be honest with you, I think Crab Orchard got away from what they were doing. They were going inside to Keegan Peak, and the last couple of trips down, they've settled for 3-point shot, which, I don't think they needed to take those.
Take it, get it into Peak. He's got 26 points already. He's been posting up. Get it into him. Let him take it down to the rim.
Why not continue to do what got you there?
Right, exactly.
Not sure. And maybe that's what Coach Brown's talking about here in the huddle.
Could he? He's going to have to change up a little bit of strategy here. As it's 4:57 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And North Clay's got that 3-point lead.
Pretty amazing comeback.
Yeah.
Down by 13 and now up by 3. As we come back to live action, it's going to be Trojans ball, length of the floor, and North Clay is going to
press again. Here we go.
Full court pressure defense. And they've got Ballard back out here. Here he comes in to Peak. Back to Dawes. Dawes gets it across. He's double teamed.
Wide open was Myers underneath.
Yeah, they missed him.
They sure did.
North Clay really ratcheting up the defensive effort now. They're extending that defense way out. Here's a shot from the corner. It's off, no good.
We were talking about a while ago. They're trying the three, Randy, go into Peak. Post him in the middle and go into him.
North Clay's in a man-to-man, so if you wanted to isolate him one-on-one, you could do that, right?
Yeah. Ball went off North Clay, so it's going to be Crab Orchard's ball.
It would seem to be the perfect time to isolate Peak against his defender.
Yeah, there we go. Look
steal.
Here.
Bad pass. Picked back up by North Clay and scoring.
Tyson Jones underneath the rim.
Bad pass on the inbound there by the Trojans, and the Cardinals just chased it down and made the bucket. And they lead it here by 5, 58-58. Wow. This game has really turned.
It sure has. Well, again, we talked earlier in the game, the first half, they were posting Peak into the middle, and he was taking it to the rim, and he's not been doing that this second half.
When they were in the zone, they were getting the ball into him, and even though he would get a double team or a triple team, he was able to many times score or draw the foul. And that trip down when the Cardinals were in the man-to-man, you would think that they would want to have Peak one-on-one against his defender, but it didn't happen.
Exactly. And again, I hate to keep harping on this, but free throws are a key part of the game. And
it'd be a totally different game if the Trojans were making their free throws.
It would be, and Crab Orchard's they're 0 for 6 this half, this quarter.
This quarter.
On free throws.
Yeah, this quarter. Yeah. You add 6 points to Crab Orchard total, and they're in the lead with this game.
Right.
It's totally changed the momentum here.
Sure has.
It's been a good championship. Glad you're with us. 4:17 left to play. Here comes the full court pressure defense again by North Clay as the Trojans have got to get it in. Dawes lobs it in to Throgmorton. There's a double team. Comes back to Dawes. And another steal.
Another steal.
Bailey. And that is out of bounds off Crab Orchard. Boy, quick hands there by Bailey on the steal.
Yeah, went off Lakatish. Went off his foot.
Checking back in is Hulkenbrink for Cardinals. North Clay ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. They lob it into Bailey. Goes into Bible. Back to Bailey.
They're looking for Jones.
Well, again, it's a man-to-man situation, so they're looking at
he's wide open.
Defense. He was open right there on the cut, wasn't he?
Sure was.
Now Jones has got it again over to Bailey.
Right there.
Yep. They had a man open there.
Hulkenbrink was open.
Out front to Jones again. Jones going to take it all the way in and score.
Wow.
He got around Peak.
He's having a good fourth quarter, Randy.
He's having a tremendous.
And they just calling for a foul. If it's on Jones, it's going to be his fourth. Sure is.
Yep.
It's his fourth foul, Randy. They need him in there.
I didn't see what he did on that. But it stops the clock. 3:34 left in the game, or in regulation, maybe I should say. As Sir Throgmorton will go to the line where the Trojans have struggled mightily here in the fourth quarter. And finally made one. After missing 6 in
a row.
60-54. That cuts the lead back to 6. And got the second. 60-55. North Clay with the ball and a 5-point lead with 3:29 to go. Out front with it is Fleener. Fleener goes around his man. Now dishes in the corner to Bible. He'll launch a 3-ball, missed it. Rebound to Hulkenbrink. Back up.
Back up.
Score.
Good, Hulkenbrink.
Unbelievable. Hulkenbrink giving up a lot of size in there, and somehow he came up with a basket.
Here we go. They're pitched into. Yep.
They got it into Peak. Now to Myers. Back out to Dawes. He falls down.
Yeah, he traveled.
For travel. Yep. A little bit out of control that time.
Sure was. He lost control of the ball, Randy, and he just fell down.
2:56 to go. Momentum has definitely changed to the North Clay side, and they've got the basketball.
Especially this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they led by five at the end of 3 quarters. Here's a drive by Bible.
That could have been an offensive foul, but they didn't call it.
All the way down.
Oh,
feeding
nice
Myers.
Pass into Myers.
Good feed to Myers, and he puts it in window and cuts it back to 5. 52-57.
Oh, my.
Jones with a turnover.
And North Clay's coach, he's not out that one.
.2:08 left. Here's the lob in to Throgmorton. Throgmorton ahead to Dawes.
Jones got away with his 5th foul, too, Randy, you believe that.
Ooh, he reached in again.
He reached in. That's
twice.
why.
Be careful.
That's travel.
Another
traveling call.
Yeah. Throgmorton just a little bit out of sync there. He's trying to make things happen. And it's going to be timeout called, I believe, by North Clay. Timeout with 2:17 to go. Well, let's recap it for you. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it was a 5-point Crab Orchard lead, 49-44. And now it's a 5-point North Clay lead. So it's a complete 10-point turnaround here. And they've done it largely with their defense. The defense has created offense for North Clay, causing the turnovers, getting the steals, going down and scoring, and then they've been pretty relentless on the backboard, too.
Tyson Jones for North Clay, it's been all his show this quarter, Randy. But he's got to be careful because he's got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
They don't need to lose him. He's been the hot one this quarter.
Why don't you recap the fouls for both teams for us right now?
Okay, right now, Luke Fleener for North Clay has 2. Ethan Bible with 2. Lane Hulkenbrink, he has 4. Tyson Jones, he has 4. And Ian Bailey has 2. For Crab Orchard, you've got Dawes with 2. Throgmorton with, he's got 4. Peak has 3. And Myers, he's got 3. He's got 3 fouls.
All right, 2:17 left as we break the huddle and come back out to the floor. And it's going to be North Clay basketball here, the length of the floor. And the Trojans are showing press. Crab Orchard needs some stops here. They're down 5. Not too many possessions going to be left in this game. So running out of time, they break it
open. Nice steal.
Away.
They stepped out of bounds on
it.
Boy,
that was close. Yeah. Good steal by Lockett, but then he stepped on the line. After Bible looked like he was going to have a breakaway. It's Cardinals ball on the baseline. And the trigger man will be Jones. Jones into Bible and almost a steal. Down underneath. Out comes to Fleener. Fleener to Hulkenbrink. Throws it away. Bad pass intended for Jones. With 2:01 left in the game. And this is going to give new life here to Trojans. Back in the game for North Clay, Colin Ballard. Here is the inbound. They get it across to Dawes. Dawes goes down to one knee, gets it over, though, to Throgmorton.
Oh, he walked. Yeah, they're calling offensive foul. Randy charged.
He initiated the contact.
Who'd they call that foul on?
It's an offensive foul on Throgmorton.
On Throgmorton?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, that's 5 on him.
5 fouls.
Yeah.
On Throgmorton.
Yeah. The coach for Crab Orchard's questioning that call.
Yep, he's trying to go to his bench, decide who's going to put in. Robbie Rooker is going to come in for Crab Orchard. Seeing his first action, he's a freshman. 5'8" freshman comes off the bench cold with 1:49 left.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to a championship game. Yeah, no kidding.
That's right. Here we go. Bailey in the front court for North Clay. Out to Fleener. Crab Orchard is chasing, and that foul's
like
going to come on Peak.
That's his fourth, Randy.
North Clay is going to have to make some free throws here in order to salt this one away. And at the line will be Luke Fleener. 1:39 left. You get a chance, first glance, what is North Clay free throw wise for the game?
Oh my, figure it out here in a minute.
Fleener's good on that one. Another one coming for Luke Fleener. Got them both, nothing but net. Good looking free throw. 7-point lead. Crab Orchard. Some offense.
7 for 11, Randy, on the free throw.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Some ball games.
Yep.
And that is a
timeout
called by Coach Brown. As, Locatish was surrounded.
Okay. He's questioning the call on a foul. I thought he called a timeout.
I thought he did too.
And that's what the referee called.
Well, Coach Zink said he called a timeout. Yeah. All right, well, Crab Orchard basketball. 1:01 left. Somebody's got to score.
Yeah, Peak thought about 3.
Mm-hmm. They're down by 7. Here's a drive by Locatish. Scores.
Got it.
Locatish.
Now we have a timeout.
Cuts it to 5. 64-59, and we've got 69 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here. 3 quarters in the books. Pinckneyville leads Heron 52-37. Heron Tigers will be one of the teams down at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament beginning next week, the day after Christmas. By the way, you can see the pairings for 9 different holiday tournaments on our web here at AreaSports.net. Just follow the link there, and you can see the pairings for all those tournaments. So if you want to watch a bunch of basketball over the holiday, well, you can. Mm-hmm. It'll kind of be your roadmap as to where to go and what to watch and all that sort of thing. But try to make El Dorado one of your stops because it's unbelievable experience.
Yeah, people from all over come to the El Dorado Holiday Tournament.
They come over from St. Louis.
Yeah, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana. It's a big tournament.
They come every year. They make their reservations, book their vacation around it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the inbound to Fleener, and he has fouled, and I think that
may be his 5th
for Peak.
Yeah, that's his 5th foul. He's fouled out.
Well, and that takes away a whole bunch of offense.
It sure does. He's going to leave the game with 26 points.
Egan Peak, and he was pretty much very hard to stop in the first half, especially.
They kept posting him up.
Yeah,
he got most of his points. 15 points first half.
He's just 6 feet tall, but he plays a lot bigger than that. He really does because he really is aggressive on the boards. Loves to go after the basketball. And Luke Fleener has been automatic at the line here for North Clay. 6-point lead, 65-59. 67 seconds left. Made them both. 7-point lead. Trojans looking for some offense. Got reserves on the floor there as they put a shot up, no good. Myers with a follow, no good.
In and out.
And on the rebound, it's either going to be Latish or it's going to be Brennan Norris on the foul. Let's see. That's going to be Brennan Norris who checked into the game. He's another freshman. So there's 2 freshmen on the floor for the Trojans now.
You're talking about free throws earlier. Luke Fleener, 8 for 11, Randy. Free throws.
That will win you some games.
Yes, it will.
And most of those have been down the stretch here in the fourth quarter.
4 in the fourth.
Very critical time.
Free throws.
51 seconds left. North Clay at the line again. Up by 7. Already a 3-possession game. As Bailey's free throw is good. You know, North Clay, like I said, used to be in this tournament, Conrad Island tournament, for many years, and then got out of it and went other places, and it's great to see them back again. And I remember doing a game here in the old gym in Wayne City. We're going back to the early 80s now.
Yeah.
As a steal, North Clay with a breakaway. Bailey, no, foul before that. I remember doing a game here, and I believe it might have been the championship game between North Clay and I think it was Noble, which there's a high school that doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
And I think it was the championship game, and there was Monty Bible that played for North Clay at that time, probably related to the Bible that's on the floor now. Might be Ethan's dad or uncle, I don't know. But I still remember the score of the game. We were talking about this in the hospitality room the other night. It was 106-93.
Oh, my.
It was up and down the court as free throws good.
He's perfect in free throws this quarter.
He is sealing the deal.
6 for 6.
70-59, North Clay on their way to the championship, and what a come from behind.
1980 was the last time they won, I believe. Randy, we heard earlier.
That was probably that year, that game
year,
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'll have to look up that score. There's a down underneath. It goes to Myers, and he scores 70-61. Yeah, it was Monty Bible was the star at that time for North Clay, and I'm pretty sure the score was 106-93. And that, of course, in the old gym, the old school.
Hulkenbrink, he just fouled out. It's his 5th foul.
15 seconds left, 9-point lead. And at the line for Crab Orchard will be the freshman Brennan Norris. And again, North Clay was down 5 points after 3 quarters. What a fourth quarter they have had as a free throw is made by Norris. And you can look at missed free throws as missed opportunities for Crab Orchard in this loss tonight. Down by 8 points. Missed that free throw. Rebound by Bailey. North Clay just run out the clock. Instead, we got another foul with 10 seconds left. So a walk to the other end. No reason to foul. No reason to foul anymore, guys.
No. Brendan Norris is first.
It's an 8-point game. It's all academic from here. The only thing we're waiting on is the final score. So if you're Crab Orchard, really no reason to foul. At the line, it's Luke Flynn with 10 seconds left. Missed it. One of the rare misses by North Clay tonight. And one of the rare misses by Flynn.
That's his first miss, fourth quarter. It's his first.
Again, down by 5 after 3 quarters, and what
a turnaround.
What a turnaround. What an effort.
There's both of those
by North Clay. Coach saying no foul. There's a long 3. That's off, no good. Rebound Bible. He just needs to hold on to it. That's it.
North Clay.
And North Clay storms the floor. They're kind of excited, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And rightfully so, Randy.
Yeah, rightfully so. What a comeback.
Yeah, they come back. What a game.
Coach Zink runs out there as guys. You gotta love it.
You do. That's great.
70-62 is our final. And what comeback here by North Clay. We are going to keep it here because not only is Mark working on our post-game stats, which we're going to share with you, but we'll have the presentation of the trophies. And they, of course, also will announce the all-tournament team, Mark. And we want to stick around for that and recognize those players who are going to be named to the all-tournament team tonight at the 66th annual Conrad Island Holiday Tournament.
A little excited, aren't they?
North Clay fans are loving it. They're on their feet. Well worth the trip down here from Louisville tonight, for sure. You know, and if you take a look at what North Clay's schedule is, they play some pretty tough teams on their schedule, and they do that purposely. And it's those tougher teams that they've played on their schedule that have really helped them in a game like tonight, as the second place trophy goes to the Trojans of Crab Orchard.
And now to announce the first place champion for the 66th annual Conrad Island
such a nice trophy that they present here as the seniors come outing for North Clay. That has always been one of the nicest trophies around.
It is.
That they have here at Conrad Allen. And that's going to look good in the trophy case, but up at Louisville. All right, we'll have the alternative team here in a second. All right, you got your stats ready, but let's hold on here for the alternative team.
As I call your name, please come to the scores bench and accept the trophy. Would all players please line up along center court until all names have been called. For the Red Hill Salukis, Cameron Ray.
Cameron Ray of the Red Hill Salukis.
For the Wayne City Indians, Tash McKinney.
Taj McKinney from Wayne City.
Also for the Wayne City Indians, Caden Taylor.
Caden Taylor from Wayne City, also on the alternate team.
For the Gallatin County Hawks, Dawson Hish.
Dawson Hish from the Gallatin County Hawks. He's sitting up here in front of our booth.
Mm-hmm.
Also for the Gallatin County Hawks, Gunnar Wilson.
Also Gunnar Wilson from Gallatin.
For the Sisney Running Lions, Connor Brack.
Connor Brack from the Sisney Running Lions named to the alternate team.
And for the Sisney Running Lions, Jesse Milner.
Jesse Milner, sophomore guard for Sisney Running Lions, named the alternate team. You don't see a sophomore named the alternate team too often.
Not often.
For the Crab Orchard Trojans, Keegan Peak.
Keegan Peak, no doubt about that one. Crab Orchard.
And also for the Trojans, Hunter Throgmorton.
Hunter Throgmorton from the Trojans also named the alternate team.
For the North Clay Cardinals, Luke Fleener.
Luke Fleener from the North Clay Cardinals.
Also for the Cardinals, Tyson Jones.
And Tyson Jones also.
And for the Cardinals, Lane Holkenbrink.
And Lane Holkenbrink, too. 3 Cardinals on the all-tournament team.
Congratulations to our all-tournament team. Boys, after a few pictures this way, would you please turn around so the fans on this side get some pictures?
All right, Mark, anytime that you're ready, if you want to run through our post-game stats in this championship game.
Sure, Andy, for North Clay, who wins the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament.
Thank you, everyone.
Leading the way for North Clay, and we have 2. Luke Fleener and Tyson Jones, both with 23 points, Randy, with Ian Bailey with 11, Ethan Bible with 8, and Lane Holkenbrink with 4. But in that fourth quarter, the free throws were big for North Clay. They had 8 of 10 free throws in the fourth quarter, which is the key probably to this game, of course. And then you have Crab Orchard with the final score of they ended up putting 62 points on the board, and no doubt about it, Keegan Peak was the leading scorer. He had 26. Tony Lekatish, he had 13. Quint Myers with 10. Both Ian Dawes and Hunter Throgmorton with 6. And Brennan Norris had 1. But in that fourth quarter, the free throws, as we've talked about this whole game, the key, they were only 3 of 10 in the fourth quarter on the free throw.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 to 10, 8 of 10, and 3 of 10.
Mm-hmm.
The key right there.
You know, we game last Saturday, and North Clay found themselves behind by, I think, 12 points to Red Hill, and they battled back in that game in the second half and won it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here tonight. And then, they found themselves behind by 13 in the middle of the third quarter of this one. And we're still down by 5 at the end of the third quarter. They battled back and really controlled that fourth quarter and won this thing by a score of 70-62. And hats off to Josh Zink and his crew, because, they took care of business in the fourth quarter.
And they shut down Keegan Peak, who had 24 points at the end of the third quarter, and they only held him to 2 points and missed 2 key free throws.
Wow.
Too. Yeah. So,
that's a key stat right there, I'd say.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, most of the game they had him posted right in the middle, and he was driving to the bucket. And then North Clay's defense just surrounded him, and that basically they stopped him. And he was right there, 2 points in the whole fourth quarter. Was a big key stat for them.
Yeah. Well, what an effort here by the North Clay Cardinals, as they're the champions of this 66th annual Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. They're going to try to expand this tournament by adding at least 2 more teams next year, maybe 4. And eventually they hope to get this thing back to what it originally was, a 16-team bracketed tournament, because they got the 2 gyms here now, Mark, where you can go side-by-side gyms.
Right.
And I think they're going to return this thing back to really what will be the premier 1A basketball tournament in Southern Illinois. And again, they got the facility here to do it with the side-by-side gyms, because you could have 2 games going on at the same time. Which would be really cool. Right. So I would encourage some other 1 teams to get in this thing next year and the year after, because it's a great facility. It's a great place to see basketball. It's good for us as far as broadcasters and stuff too, to be able to bring it to you, and we can't make it or something. And it's easy to get to Wayne City. I mean, it's kind of centrally located for a lot of these schools in Southern Illinois. And honestly, I think that some of the 1A teams that are in these bigger tournaments like El Dorado and Pinckneyville, I honestly believe those 1A teams would be better served if they would get out of those tournaments and come here and allow both El Dorado and Pinckneyville to be strictly 2A tournaments. I really think that's what they should do.
Sure.
It'd be good for everybody and good for all the tournaments. The Cesar Valera tournament's still a great tournament for 1 basketball, and it's been for many, many years. But, there's room for another one, and certainly the place. And so I think that some of those teams hopefully will move over here. And we heard in the hospitality room tonight, you and I did, that Edwards County was coming back here
next year. Right.
So that's interesting. So.
And the administration here with Mr. Caudle and Mr. Lingerfelter, they run an excellent tournament here.
Oh, yeah.
And with the help of many other people involved behind the scenes that don't get recognized.
No. And it does take an army of volunteers, an army of people here to do this thing each year, and they do just a great job here. And hats off to Jake Talbot, new athletic director this year, on his first tournament. So he's pulled it off. So, so kudos to him. Anything else you want to add?
No, what an exciting night it was, Randy.
All right.
It was, and that's what it's all about, these tournaments like this. And I think the crowd really got into it, and you could tell North Clay was very happy with winning the championship. They deserved it. They came back and shut down some key people from Crab Orchard, and they're the tournament champions.
Well, these small towns and these small town tournaments, I mean, it's great for the communities, and it's a gathering place for everybody, and you meet old friends and stuff like that. And with this tournament going on so many years, for 66 years, everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story. I mean, I shared one with you tonight from way back in the 80s, and I think it might have been that when North Clay was here before, but I still remember some of the names, still remember the score and things like that. And it's things like that you don't forget whenever you experience this kind of an atmosphere, and we had a great championship game tonight. Mark, thanks so much for being here with me.
Hey, it was fun.
Good. It was a lot of fun.
Hope to do it again soon.
All right. And again, I want to remind everybody, if you can't make it down to the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, which begins the day after Christmas, to log on and watch us. We'll have coverage down there both on AreaSports.net as well as on FoxesFans.net. We'll have it on both websites. And I will promise you this, we have the new software already installed that Danny is using tonight at the McLeansboro game against El Dorado, and he used it last night at Carmi, and it is incredibly superior to what I've got here tonight. And that's what we'll be using down there at El Dorado. And we're really turning the corner on keeping up with technology, which we always strive to do. We've been doing this now, video streaming, since 2005. We were really the first ones to do it. And back in 2005, the technology was a lot different than it is in 2020. So you got to keep up with technology, Mark, and that's what we're doing. And so we'll be unveiling all that new technology down there at the Tailred Holiday Tournament. Will be pretty exciting stuff. So. All right. Yeah. Well, again, for Mark Wells, this is Randy Olson saying thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and again, the final score: North Clay Cardinals are champs of the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament. They beat Crab Orchard Trojans coming from behind to win it 70-62. And Merry Christmas to everyone, and so long from Wayne City High School.